What's up to my favorite bunch of beauties? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Monday morning makeup number 48. This Monday morning makeup, of course, because this is the week of Valentine's Day, is going to be a Valentine's Day inspired look. I actually pulled out the Lethal Cosmetics Wildflower palette. I thought that this would be pretty appropriate for Valentine's Day today, so, or this week, or this look. So we're going to be playing with that. I have no idea what I'm going to do, which I never have any idea what I'm going to do. We are just going to wing it. And today's video, FYI, is brought to you by water and the Stanley cup. So let me give you the story behind this Stanley cup. Y'all know Stanley always has these limited editions, and they always announce these things like days in advance. So when I saw this one with the pink and gold, I said I wanted it. I called my sister. I also texted one of my co-workers who wanted a Stanley cup, and we all got it on the Stanley website. We were able to get into the queue, and we were all able to get this limited edition. I forgot what this thing is called. Pink. It doesn't even matter. It's just the pink and gold one with the pink clear lid and the pink straw. So we were all excited because we were all able to get these little Stanley cups, and the two of them got theirs and they were perfectly fine. I got mine and it was damaged. It has, and this is why I have all these stickers on this limited edition cup, because it's damaged. It had a dent right here, and if you look at the bottom, you can tell it's not straight up and down like a regular Stanley cup. It's bent this way. So I went through the whole contacting Stanley on their website, and eventually they got back to me. But of course, you know, the Stanley tumbler sold out. Now, I went on the site, on their Instagram, and I saw that they were giving them away. Even though they said they were sold out, granted, they may have put a certain amount to the side for a giveaway. But I went on there and I tried to ask them if I could get a replacement for this cup. Take it from your giveaway stash if you have any left. So they didn't, but they ended up sending me an email telling me to send the cup back and I will get a refund, but it had to be in the original packaging. By that time, the original packaging was gone. So I have this wonderfully damaged Stanley cup. I still drink out of it. I take it to work. But I decided initially to just cover up the damaged parts with some little pink stickers to sort of make it look intentional. And then I just said, F it, I'm just going to cover the whole thing up with stickers. Now, I am going to try and keep this cup facing this way, because some of the things I have on this thing, some of the stickers I have on here are a little objectionable. I can show you this one because there's no curse words in it. But I have stuff like this on it. The other one has a curse word, but it's me 150%. So that is a story that you didn't need to hear about my Stanley cup. So this video is being brought to you by water and a little Skittles drink packet that is strawberry star fruit. So that is what we are doing today, because the throat gets dry and I need something to drink, but I get tired of the taste of regular water. So we're actually going to get on to what we are here for today, which is my Valentine's Day look. And I am brushing these brows up, but I am going to zoom in and we will get started. All right, so we are zoomed in, and I am not putting any primer on today because I just put my moisturizer on, and that was the Pharmacy Halo Honey Halo facial moisturizer, which I am almost out of, and that I need to repurchase. I promise you I want to wait until Pharmacy has a sale because Pharmacy is not inexpensive. I am just going to take this little serum stick from Tatcha and kind of go up under my eyes here because they were a little bit neglected by the moisturizer. I'll put that back. I'm just going to just kind of tap it in a little bit. I don't want it, I just want to kind of let it absorb. I don't want to rub it all the way in. And then the first thing I am going to do, somehow I lost my, which one is this? Dark brunette. I lost this cap to this end of the thing, but we'll move on. So I'm just going to fill in my brows first, and then we'll go from there. And I think what I am going to do is probably a bit of a pink and purple look, maybe, because this Wildflower palette has some pink and purple in it. Yeah, so that's probably what I am going to be doing. Alright, so we'll put that back. I am going to put my eye primer on. This is going to be, of course, the MAC Paint Pot in Contemplative State. And I just hit pan, or I just hit jar, and it's cracking. Look at that. It wasn't like this last week. It just cracked as I put my brush in it, but you can see a little bit of pan down there at the bottom. I think you can. Yeah, there it is. That is probably one of the few things that I will hit pan on, because I am not a part of the Project Pan community, and I barely ever hit pan on anything, so I am always happy to see it. And it's funny because it cracked, but it's not dry at all. I guess, I don't know why it cracked, but it did. Alright, and I am also going to be using the RMS Beauty, the foundation, the concealer, and the primer, because that is what is in my makeup basket for the week. I think I need to go back and let me take another brush here. Let's just take this one and see if I can kind of blend this in. And let me grab my eye pencil again, because I feel like somehow down here the concealer, well, the paint pot kind of messed my lines up. What the hell did I just do? I feel like I now went down in. Okay, we're gonna move on. Enough. Listen, at some point you just need to leave well enough alone, and I am gonna leave well enough alone. Although I feel like I cannot Now we'll leave well enough alone. All right, and I did go on to the Lethal Cosmetics website, and the Night Flower palette is available, and it is $52. And FYI, they do have a new palette. It's called the Midnight Serenade, which is really pretty, but it looks like, of course, the eyeshadows are smaller than their regular single shadows. And I pulled this palette out. Why does that palette, maybe not. Because at first when I looked at the packaging on this new Midnight Serenade palette, it kind of looked like something from Milk Cosmetics. Like it was almost giving me Amore Mariposas vibes. But as I look at it, because I pulled that palette out for my makeup basket this week, it does not. But it reminds me of something. But I ain't that happy about that skull on the front of it. But otherwise, let's move on. And let's see. So we're going to grab the Wildflower palette. And I am going to take nothing out of this palette. This is a weird color, so I do not want to put that in my transition. Maybe we'll do this. And this is scaring me to do. Let me use my face powder and just set my lids with that. I think I'm going to take this bright pink, and it is called, let's see, these things always confuse me. It is called Thorn, and it shouldn't be called Thorn. So I'll sit that right there so I can see the names of the colors. But it's this shade right here. I'm going to go into my crease with that shade. Scared 150% of how this is going to turn out, because I didn't think I was going to use that shade. I know what I'm going to do. So we'll do like the inner corner of the crease with that, and then the outer corner with another color. So we'll go here with this shade. And then there's a purple, or sort of like a cornflower blue shade that I'm going to do the rest of it with. And y'all know we love Lethal Cosmetics because they blend out so well. And this is like effortless. This is really pretty. Alright, so I'm going to go in with the shade Serenus, which is this shade right here. And we'll do the other half of the, swipe off my brush. The other half of my crease. Trying to make sure I blend these two pretty well and go up high enough so that you can actually see the color Serenus, or the shade Serenus. All right, eye number 2. And then I'm going to go in with I'm trying to think, should I do the darker purple or should I do the navy blue? So this is the darker purple, and this one is Foxglove, and then the navy blue is called Nightshade. I think I'm going to do the navy blue, and I am going to sort of try to stay like in this area here. Pray we made the right decision because these shades are kind of pigmented. And I think I might switch this up because I think I might put a little bit of that purple on top of it, but let's do this eye here. And I forgot to wet my makeup eraser. Let's see what happens when I put a little bit of that purple. Just maybe. I feel like the blue takes over it. But let's just put a little bit of it up here anyway. And I'm making a mess, but we, we'll clean this up. I do need to go wet my makeup eraser. Let's clean this off. And I am going to go into the shade, what is this? This is Heather right here. And we're going to go into the inner part of the lid. So here. I feel like I can feel little sparkles falling down like on my nose, but I don't see any fallout. And now I am going to do something completely different. Well, not completely different. I'm sure people probably did this, but I'm going to just swipe off my brush here. I am going to go into the shade Blazing Star, which is this shade right here. And I'm going to put that in the center of my lid. And this is not your average Valentine's Day look. I thought I was doing it, but this Wildflower palette kind of inspired me to do something a little bit different. Okay, and what I am going to do now is I'm going to come away from this palette. I'm going to pause the video for a second. I need to go wet my makeup eraser and do a little bit of cleanup, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I am back. I just want to do a little bit of blending here before I move on to my foundation, because I noticed that this didn't look quite blended. And I also noticed that that shade Sereness is kind of disappearing, so we'll just put a little bit more here and blend. All right, so now we are going to go into the foundation, and this is the RMS Beauty Uncover Up Cream Foundation, and I have it in the shade, here we go, with this little writing on a clear label. So I have it in the shade 66. This is really something different for me. And I feel like my pink right here, we'll fix that in a second. But we are going to go ahead and we are going to, is this my let's see, it's bronzer. This is the foundation brush. I'm going to spray my foundation brush, and I have to dig into my makeup basket here because you need the little scoop. This is what happens when you're not prepared. It's right here and I can't reach it. It keeps moving. Got it. So it comes with this little spatula thingy here. So I am going to scoop some out. We'll set that right there. We'll see if this is enough. And we will put the rest of this on the brush. Then I'm going to hop into doing my concealer and then the powder. So we're going to use the same scoop and go into the concealer. And the concealer I think is also in the shade 66. Yeah. But, oh actually I can just put my brush in this. It is also in the shade 66, but if you look at it, it's sort of like coordinated and not exactly the same color, which I like because then it gives you a little bit of a highlight up under the eye. And I like this one about, I put this one and the Laura Geller one in the same category, and I like them about the same. The only difference is that the Laura Geller concealer has a little bit more orange in it. I'm trying to actually clean up this shadow at the same time. It still doesn't look blended to me. Let's put that back there. Where's that brush that I used? I don't know what it is, and I feel like in person it looks blended, but then when I look at it on camera it does not. Okay, we're going to leave that alone for a moment, and then I'm just going to, oh, before I powder my face, because the bronzer that I have is like a cream bronzer, and it is the bronzer from Phytosurgence. So it is their Golden Horizon Spectral Sunlight Cream Bronzer, and it looks like this. And I noticed I kind of put my finger in it today, just kind of see if it was something that I really wanted to use, and it felt like it was getting a little bit dry on the top, which kind of concerned me. But I'll use this brush right here. This is the Sonia G Classic Base Brush, but it's smaller so it can go here. And then we'll just dab it in. So I'm hoping that this is not a bronzer that is going to dry up on me before I can finish using it. Okay, we'll put some here and across like the hairline and over here. Okay, done. Now I'm going to go ahead and powder my face. I am going to step away from that powder brush that I keep using, and I'm going to use, let's see, I thought I had a Sonia G. That's the jumbo brush. I thought I had a Sonia G powder brush. Not Sonia G. Yeah, Sonia G. I thought I had a powder brush from her, but it doesn't look like I do, so I'm going to use the jumbo bronzer as a powder brush today. And we're going to go into the RMS Beauty Tinted Unpowder, and I have this in the shade 2 to 3. And it does come with a little sponge in it, but I never use that. I just usually tap it in the lid and put my brush in the lid. And I need to get this foundation off of my hand. Alright, so we are just going to powder. Ooh, I feel like, is that a line? Where's that foundation brush? It's amazing how fast you lose things. I just had you. Where are you? Or did I put you? Yep, I put you where you wasn't supposed to be. Yeah, we gotta. I thought I came up under. That could be that bronzer too, but I don't like the look of it, looking like I have a line right there. I can't see it here though. So I'm gonna say I got it. We need some more powder. Let's powder here. This is definitely an unpowder because I can't see it at all. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do, but it does not leave any kind of cast at all. Let's go up under the eyes too. I didn't get up under my eyes. Okay. So powdering is done, and now I'm going to go back to my eyes. I am going to, I think, use one of my Kaleidos eyeliners. And why do I find one of my brushes in my basket with my eye pencils? Because that's the thing that I tend to do. No liquid eyeliner. You know what? I am going to use this Fenty Beauty. What do they call it? Wish You Would long wear pencil, and it's in the color My Navy. This came with a collection of hers, and I have never used it, but it's a navy eyeliner. And I'm just going to use that, and hopefully it'll brighten my eyes. Let's see. It's nice and soft. And I am making a mess here. I'm gonna cover that up with eyeshadow anyway. Let's just make it look like I meant to make that mess and do it on the other side. So I'm going to go back into, I'm going to actually use that brush that I just found in with my pencils. And we're going to go back into the shade Nightshade, which is this navy blue shade. And on the outer corner, I am going to use that. So right here, just to the start of the iris. So we'll put that there. And then we'll dust this off a bit. I'm going to go into the shade Serenus again, which is this shade. And we'll go sort of the rest of the way. Oops, sorry. I'm kind of stopping here because I usually use my highlighting color in this area here. Alright. I might have to take my concealer and clean up just a little bit. So let me grab that and a flat brush. And what is this? This is the Give Me Glow little flat brush. And just to kind of clean up right here because it looks like it's coming down further than what I want. And it's still looking a little blue too. All right. So I am just going to be using one more shade in this palette, which means I have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shades. So I'm going to dust that little pencil brush off again. And I'm going to go into the shade Untamed. And that's this shade right here. And that is going to be my inner corner highlight. So we'll go here. And this shade is so pretty. It shifts. It looks purple, but then it shifts to like sort of a gold maybe. On the eye. Sorry. All right, so I think that I keep messing with this part. I think we are done with the eye, and I also think I did what I always do and overdid it. What I do want to, I want to put a little bit more of that pink in there, that thorn. And I think I used a fluffy brush. We'll use this fluffy brush just to kind of bring some of that back. Okay. So then little shadows do build very well. So this is the majority of the eye look except my mascara. So I'm going to do my mascara off camera and I'll be right back. All right, so eyes are done. And I, for mascara, use the Essence Lash Princess mascara. I am going to go back to the face because I did things in a little bit of a different direction, a little bit of a different order this time. And I am going to put my blush on. Alright, so this is a MAC Sheer Tone blush, and it is in the shade Dolly Mix, which unfortunately they don't have anymore. I'm looking on the site and they only still have it in Peach Twist, which I already have. They have it in something called Peachy Keen. Peachy Keen is sort of like a peachy pink. And then they have it in the shade Sunbask, which I guess would give you like a little sun glow. But yeah, why do they keep discontinuing stuff? But we're going to be using Dolly Mix today. And then I'm going to go over this with my highlighter. Okay, so that is Dolly Mix. And I'm going to grab my little highlighter brush. And then the highlighter I have for this week is the Milani Baked Highlighter in Rosa Italiana. So it looks like that. And we'll just sort of hit the top of it here. And goes well with the Peach Twist. And I'm going to go ahead and finish off my lips. I'm going to be using a gloss today. So I'm going to line my lips with the Juvia's Place Luxe Liner in Scorpio, which is, as we have discovered, is the dupe for the discontinued MAC Current. So if you were a MAC Current fan, go and get you the Juvia's Place Luxe Liner in Scorpio. Sorry. Okay, and I'm going to be using one of my little Buxom minis. And this one is in the shade, I think it says Gel. This is one of their full-on lip polishes, I think. These little words in my old eyes. Hold on, please. Yes, this is the full-on lip polish. And it is in the shade Gel, and it looks like that. And that is it. That is my look. I am going to zoom out and I will be right back. Alright, so I am back and this is the finished look. I must admit, my eyes look a little bit drag queenish to me. Not that I don't like them, but they do look a little bit drag queenish to me. I don't know what happened. I went off the rails. It started out as supposed to be like a pink and purple Valentine's Day look, and we just went off the rails with it. So this is what you get. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you are already subscribed, please make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I have a new video coming out. Have a great day, and don't let your day be a waste of makeup. Bye.